Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hood, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, and welcome back to the Baseball Hood. Hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. So, as you know, we're getting close to the trade deadline. It's less than 3 weeks away, and I found this rumor. It's not a rumor, really, it's just a proposal from WFAN alum, WFAN legend, Mike Francesa. And as you know, he's the host of, or former host, one of the former hosts of Mike and the Mad Dog with Christopher Mad Dog Russo, and he's got a podcast, also has a YouTube channel, and he proposed this trade. I thought that it was, he says, the perfect fit. Now, you can see from the headline, it's about Jeff McNeil. I've been watching his podcast. He's sorely missed on the radio. I know he's probably past his prime in terms of doing it every day, but he's sorely missed during the day. Really is. This is from the New York Post. They're talking about this because he did this on his podcast and on his YouTube channel. Mike Francesa proposes perfect fit for Yankees Mets trade. Bitter crosstown rivals always have a tough time working together at the trade deadline, but legendary New York radio host Mike Francesa has a proposal for Mets president David Stearns and Yankees GM Brian Cashman. To me, a perfect addition for the Yankees is Jeff McNeil. Francesa said on the Mike Francesa podcast on Monday, number one, he is miserable with the Mets. Ain't that the truth? The Mets can't stand the look of him anymore, and he can't stand the Mets anymore. He hasn't been happy there in a long time. It's funny that he signed that contract. He's been miserable since. Let's be honest. He doesn't fit in. Let's be honest. They like Iglesias more than they like him. We know that. In said scenario, the Yankees would send the Mets a minor league pitcher. Now, the Mets have a big problem with Jeff McNeil because he's making a lot of money. It's not as much money as you would think, but he's not hitting. Coming into Tuesday, he's hit 214. 214. With a 560 OPS. It's on base plus slugging. Man, it's rough. This guy was an elite hitter. He ain't elite anymore. He's elite garbage. I mean, really. So the Mets are going to have a very difficult time moving him, just based off his performance. They would probably eat the money, but who would want him the way he's played? McNeil has seen his playing time slipping in a prolonged slump, coinciding with Mark Vientos' taking the third base starting gig by the horns, and Iglesias providing stellar play off the bench. Interesting. And you know, once they put him in a platoon, he didn't play for like a week. So for 6 days, when the Mets went to London, he didn't even start any of the games. He started the last game, the second game in London, but he hadn't played in like 6 days. Top prospect Luis Angel Acuña's breathing down his neck in AAA. I wouldn't go that far, because Acuña has sort of been up and down a little bit. McNeil played right field and left field for the Mets over the weekend while going 1 for 7 in the 4-game split against the Pirates, and is now slashing .214 with a career worst .578. It's pretty bad. Francesa adds that while McNeil is enduring a career worst season, he may just need a change of scenery in order to reclaim his former glory from one part of town to the other. The short porch in Yankee Stadium's right field is a nice added bonus for the lefty hitter. McNeil would presumably enter a platoon with Gleyber Torres at second base, but he can also play the outfield, left field, right field. You know, he's a very good defensive player. Torres has struggled himself this season. He's currently dealing with a hamstring injury. McNeil is a platoon player at best right now and a lifetime .290 hitter, Francesa said. The guy is hitting .214 with a .590 OPS. This is a guy who, and an .800 OPS is not an unreasonable OPS. It's a guy who on a good year can get 15 homers and 40 doubles. Well, he's done that. The Yankees have 1 million guys in the high minors who could go into the Mets bullpen. They got them in droves. The Mets would probably take any one of them. Ain't that the truth? Francesa notes that the chances of this deal happening is long to say the least, considering the blowback the Yankees have already received for their Luis Torrens trade. Torrens has thrived as the Mets' backup catcher after the Yankees sent him to Queens for $100,000. I mean, really, David Stearns fleeced him. He fleeced him. quote, it's very hard for them to make a deal because it's just human nature when you play in the same town. Ain't that the truth? The Mets have a big problem with Jeff McNeil. I think we can all agree on that. And it's basically, his play has been terrible. I mean, we've been able to sort of deal with his attitude. And his attitude is basically pounce on the field. I don't know how he's in the clubhouse. But his production has gone, I thought, just my own opinion, I thought that just looking at him based off of him as a player, that he was going to continue to strive to be great, and he was great. But since he signed that contract with the Mets, it's gone all downhill. I don't know what's gone through his head. I don't know if there's issues here that we don't know about. But there's no reason for him, considering the way he hits, his batting style. It doesn't seem like his hitting. It's not like his bat's gotten slow. In my opinion, it doesn't seem like the bat has gotten slow. I don't know what it is. It's the most bizarre thing I've seen. Now, he's 32 years old. He might have lost this, some bat speed. I don't think he has, because he hits the ball everywhere. Hits the ball late, hits the ball up the middle, out front. So who the hell knows, But this thing with Jeff McNeil cannot continue. They have to figure out a way to sort of move him out of here. And I would mention that Tommy Pham, who talked about the laziness of the Met positional clubhouse guys, he did not say that Jeff McNeil was one of the guys he respected. The guys he respected out of the Met clubhouse was Francisco Lindor, Brandon Nimmo, and Pete Alonso. He did not mention Jeff McNeil at all. And we know that McNeil's had issues with Francisco Lindor. We know that from 3 years ago. And it took Lindor 2 years to get him a car. So there's some issues here with this particular player. That's for sure. All right. So now if you're not on X, and if you're not on Facebook, and you're only on YouTube, you need to hit that subscribe button, especially if you're a Mets fan. I'll get all the good rumors out there for you as we get closer to the trading deadline. Regular videos to talk about the game that day. And, of course, there'll be live streams. We're going to have a live stream coming up very soon, the next day or so. And thank you for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you later.